back and hamstrings, what kind of workout is this? All right, guys and girls, here we are. We're at Elite, and I am gonna crank on back and hamstrings today. And if you can't tell by the diet face, I am single digits, 9 days out today. And listen, I'm ready. So I have to be very mindful of my volume, and I have to also be very cognizant of the body parts that need to remain and be full, which is why you see me do a volume hamstring approach, which I'll talk about when we get there. But today I'm picking exercises that I love, feel, and connect to. There are no wasted sets. Every one of them count, and it's just straight to the throat. So let me stop running my mouth and show you exactly what I'm doing. All right, exercise number 1 is gonna be the Jewett pull down. This is just a money maker for me, guys. I love it. It's semi-supinated. I connect to my lat, I'm locked in. I did 4 sets of 10 working up to my top set. And then once I got to the top set, it was like 3/4 of the stack on this free motion piece. I do as many reps as I can on my left arm, switch to my right, do as many reps as I can. Then I go back to my left arm with reduced weight. I think I dropped like 50 pounds, and I go right into my back off. So since technically my left lat got a break while I was doing my right arm, I didn't need to take an extended rest period. I got right into it. So left arm, right arm, exercise 1, done. Next up, it's gonna be the DY row. Again, just another banger exercise for me. Allows me to lock in, not stress my lower back, and then drill that low lat. So I actually had a quarter more than I've been using all prep, which is incredible. So three plates and a quarter. I think I got like 8.5 reps. I get left arm, right arm, and then with this, I did take a rest because that was hard. So I took about a 2-minute rest there, dropped down to 2 1/4, I did my back off. So with 2 1/4, I did left arm for as many as I could, right arm for as many as I could, and then you'll see me stand up, strip the quarter off each side, and then I did double arm. And with this, guys, like I'm after the huge stretch, so I'm able to like really wrap my chest and shoulders around this pad, open my back up, and then fire back for a contraction. What I was trying to think about here is like the motion we all do before we hit a back lat spread, like that's what I'm trying to recreate with this double arm pull. Next up is the superset I did last week that felt so good I wanted to repeat and do it on film for you guys. So it's straight arm pull downs with a rope. And with this, I'm thinking about opening my lats, getting a great contraction for 10 to 12 reps. Then I immediately go over to the Swiss bar and I grab the wide grip and I try to get 8 to 10 reps. And with this, I'm just thinking about sitting my triceps in on my lats. After those 8 to 10, I unstrap, stand up, and I grab the middlemost handle and I try to get 5 additional reps where I pause the contraction of every rep. And let me tell you what, this is excruciating. So this is technically a mechanical drop set because I don't lower the weight. I simply just make the exercise easier by taking my grip in where I'm naturally stronger. So I did 3 rounds of this and chest on my last one. So you get to see what I did on my heaviest loads on both exercises. All right, the money maker, most hardcore exercise of the day is gonna be a chain one-arm barbell row. So John showed me these years ago, and I'm just gonna do a drop set here, guys. So I have 3 quarters and 2 chains. I do 6, I strip the chains, I do 6, I strip a quarter and do 6. So 18 total reps. And dear God, this had my lats on fire and had me breathing heavy. So between arms here, I take 2 minutes because I want my heart rate to recover and not be the factor that limits my reps, and then I repeat on the other side. So with this, guys, this just feels incredible. Look at my form, watch how I'm locked in zone, watch how I open that lat up and let the weight drift away from my delt and open that back and then fire up to a hard contraction. The form on this has to be like mine or you're gonna lose benefit of this exercise. Now my upper back's done, I'm gonna go over and do hypers, and this time with a barbell. And what I wanna do here, guys, is I'm thinking about everything from hamstrings to glutes to low back. And this felt incredible. So as many reps as I can with 135, strip a plate each side, as many reps as I could with a bar, drop the bar, as many reps as I could with the body weight. So if you look, if you do the mini set 1 right with 135 or whatever your top end load is, aggressively hard, the bar and your body weight will not be that many reps because your lower back just gets so fatigued. Now, I don't know if I'm so deep in prep that I lost steam a little faster than I normally would, but just absolutely crushed my erectors, and my hamstrings were already pumped coming off this exercise. All right, now into full hamstring mode, and I'm gonna do occluded hamstring curl superset. So this is for 2 reasons. 1, mega pump. 2, it forced me to limit the load and it gets over fast. So I do 6 sets of hamstrings, so I get a good bit of volume for my hamstrings, but I'm doing it in like 5 minutes or less. So I have 90 pounds on line leg curl, and all I'm gonna do is go to failure. Immediately walk over to the seated leg curls, and there's not weight on this machine, but it's like 3/4 the stack. I do as many reps as I can, rest 30 seconds with my legs still occluded. So notice I keep the bands on. I do not unwrap the wraps. I keep them on there at a 7 out of 10 tightness, and I go 2 more mini sets to failure. And if you'll notice, like my reps drastically reduce because I'm going to failure on every single one of these 6 sets. And again, the great thing about this is I will not wake up sore whatsoever for my hamstrings, but the pump I have in them still right now to this minute is next level. And then to finish up the day, guys, I had 2 quarters on each side of the reverse hyper, and I do 2 sets of 15. So this is for spinal decompression, this is for hamstrings, this is for glutes and erectors. So incredible way to round out and finish this day. So a ton of lat work into low back, into hamstrings, and then finally back to a kind of a tie everything together of hamstrings, glutes, and erectors. So start to finish, that was like 75 minutes. And it felt incredible. So this point of prep, you have to be really intelligent. And I am overly concerned with exercise selection, execution, and maintaining load. The last thing I'm gonna do right now is purposely take weight off the bar and get smaller. I need to remain the muscle full, round, and voluminous and hard. And I do that by how I got it, which is hard, heavy training. Now, am I able to do as many sets and reps and supersets and all that stuff? Absolutely not. But the point of this is to fully tax the muscle without exhausting my system to where I have to actually feed way up, because as I was telling Chaz, like this is the most I've had to feed at the end of a prep in consecutive days in terms of number of carbs, because my body's just tearing through nutrients right now. And that's a great spot to be, but it's also a spot where I know my body can get away from me if I'm not careful. So if you watch this video start to finish, this is what I did for back and hamstrings today. It felt incredible. Try this. If you need back and hamstrings, this is a great workout for you to do as a pump day or as a primary day. So again, if you like this video, guys, like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, Girls Edmonds, 9 days out.